Memories. Making Pockets of Music by K. Christensen. Q. 2439. Narrated by Chloe Schwank. Everyone arrives via a mother, and those of us who love all wandering and flying creatures, large or small, are often bemused by how they survive, how their parents raised them. We enjoy watching them or reading about them and marvel at the shape of their lives. But, as age quickly arrives and slows our pace, we too look back to the marvel of our own life. Firstly, we say to ourselves and others, "Where has it all gone? It only feels like yesterday." You have been lucky if you've had an enthusiastic mother like mine. You would remember a busy household, with delicious food smells wafting to your hopscotch game, enticing you inside. And so it has been for me. I watched Mum creating my clothes, bobby pinning curls to my hair and sliding my tiny feet into patent leather shoes. And my watching made memories that I slipped into the pockets of my mind, knowing I would need them again. Her life stories I also slipped into those pockets, to remember everything she stood for. My hand let go of hers when I met and liked my kindergarten teacher, who taught me new words and how to make sentences. Here, siblings were replaced by strangers attempting friendships in a large playground, where seeking those who smiled approval at your conversation could make you a lifelong friend. Mum, happy to answer my childish questions, provided explanations for everything by using comparisons of herself at my age. My pocket stories gained value when adding a mum story to them. I pleaded to remain in primary, but when I wearied of saying that I didn't want high school, it had arrived. High school welcomed me as the serious, no-mucking-around person I was, and a bestie primary school friend and I often gathered to work out some of life's serious questions. This saw Mum laughing with me when I asked her to vet our discussions. Boys weren't my concern, I told her, because I had found my special one as he found me. During those teenage years, Mum worked hard at many jobs, whilst Dad worked long days at his bricklaying. I learned the importance of providing food and a home, but also to save for the unexpected. I wrote down many bits of information. My pocket memories became sentences into diaries, annual books writing my history. While still living at home, our little house became crowded with 5 teenage siblings at high school, with the eldest 3 toing and froing to part-time jobs. It sure was busy. The singing had also slowed somewhat, I remember. We had purchased a stereogram and records were the thing. Prior to these, Mum and Dad sang their songs, having performed at concerts when Dad was on war leave. I so enjoyed listening to them singing around the house. I tried a bit of crooning myself and thought I was okay until my 2 younger sisters started. They were wonderful, so I moved on to whistling. But we all sat around that stereo, listening to the best on the hit parade chart, with my youngest sister still event singing after we others left home. My sweetheart and I married and loved our life, cherishing our 4 children. Having children was certainly made easier by Mum's teaching me the what and how to when my younger sister arrived, 10 years behind me. Everything my husband and I did was based on what suited our children, and we had a grand time doing it. Then the years grew wings, and 12 little grandchildren visited our home to see Pop and Ma, their tiny feet clad in canvas shoes, not patent leather. We saw our grown children making their own memories, perhaps into their pockets, I wondered. No, they didn't save words, using cameras instead, making photo memories. Their generation looked at life a little differently, but as they should. And those flapping wings of time? They picked up speed whilst Pop and Ma headed towards a slowing down, enabling grandchildren visits and enjoyment. 2 years ago, I downsized to a town an hour's drive away from where I'd lived my 75 years, to settle into my older age. And, hoping to rewrite my pocket memory life into a single book for my children, I commenced reading my collection of diaries from 1960. However, a somewhat overwhelming progression of memories paraded before me. They pulled and sometimes yanked at all my emotions, whilst bombarding me with questions. So, I asked myself, do I grant permission for all information from my diaries to go into my history book? Or perhaps some sentences should remain in their pocket? Because reading these words so many years later reignites a sadness from the heartbreaks of life that can settle on us all. I believe that, provided we allow life's beauty and music to remain with us, and my book reinforces that, then our sadness will be contained by the remarkable events and lives we have shared. Life has never been a frivolous event, but a serious commitment that I have enjoyed, and I'm sure Mum would agree with this idea. I look back today, May 2024, and see the pathway to who I am, and remember who helped me along the way. Sometimes I've made it difficult for myself, but then repaired it by refilling my pockets, remembering the love, wonder, and music of life. Initially, my 12 grandchildren brought images of their parents to me, but have now grown completely into themselves. And now? My 12 great-grands bring a new everything to us all. Chubby, laughing faces, where their only task at present is to make adults smile and bring a new set of memories, making music for a great-grandma. I've finally settled into my new scenery, so let's hope the wings can slow their flapping for a while, allowing me to enjoy my delightful great-grands, finish my life story, and put many photo memories on my iPhone. Yes, something I've learned without Mum. The end.